Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Lock. You don't want it. Shift. Switch. Say, man.
They run for it with Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gun. Switch it. Check out.
On 1st down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got this.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Check right. I got this.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go. Hey, alert! Hey, gun. I smell fear in that
Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
11. Hey, box truck. I got this. Check. Watch 54.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go. 11.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go, defense.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hey, Zoo.
Get there. Chance. Rush in.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check three, check three, check three.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Check 52. Let's go, motion, motion, motion. 72.
First down, here's White. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the Niners, 37-yard line.
Check 24. Easy. Hey, both 66.
On second down, it's White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Check 24. Watch 24. 80 weapon. Out, out.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Kill.
On second down, Michelle. And all the way down to the 29. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Check 6 guys. Check 50, check 50. Under 10, under 10, 10. Kill, 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 kill.
Hold the look, hold the look, hold.
Now Michelle. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Second and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
30-yard line.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Watch twist. Watch the twist. Alert.
On second down now, Michelle. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 20-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Wait, that's green 80. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 37. Check 37. Green 80. Hey.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Wait, that's 53! 6, right there, 56. I know you. All right, here we go. Slam. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56. Big stop. Alert! Stop, let's go. Hey, alert 3. Check. Fresh. Alert!
On 1st down, it's White. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
He's checking. Crash. 49, check 49. Banjo. Sugar. Banjo. 72.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Bang. Check nickel. Motion. Sugar.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Check 43. Check 30. Let's go. 13. Shit. Check it.
Michelle going to try again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. perhaps rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
You don't want none. Shoot!
21. I got this.
Right there.
Bravo! Hey, here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
11.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Gold for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Patriots 17, 49ers 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And an alley to run. It's a foot race. 30. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a cleat. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Hey, Echo. Hey, gun.
To throw is Garoppolo. This is caught. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Niners 28, Patriots 24. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run on first down. White, and he stopped immediately there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with White. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Crunch time, defense. What's 20?
Back to throw, Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Say. Alert! Hey, exit.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
53 Linda!
Mike 20.
Alpha!
That's what I do. Everybody, Mike 20. 3 buzz.
Roll 50.
Hey, Mike 20.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike 20.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Jim.
Jado!
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
To throw is Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
Today's final score,
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us